With a mission for Healthy Heroes, our goal is to talk alternatives, talk personal preference, talk about success. What works for you isn't always going to work for others. We ask you to join us if any of these sound familiar. Do you run activity programs? Activities like art therapy, music therapy, animal assisted therapy, outdoor adventure programs, sports and fitness programs, gardening, and horticulture programs. These programs have been proven to reduce stress and anxiety, boost mood and increase serotonin levels, improve social skills, and reduce feelings of isolation while enhancing self esteem and creativity. They also provide a healthy outlet for emotional expression. What about a structured or heavily regimented program? These programs are designed to provide clear framework and routines that help individuals develop skills and stability in their mental health journey. Cognitive behavioral therapy, residential treatment programs, support groups with scheduled meetings, vocational training, and rehabilitation programs, or day treatment programs with partial hospitalization programs. Encourage accountability and regular participation. Help individuals establish daily routines for stability. They provide peer support and they reduce isolation. They also build life skills for long term recovery while focusing on measurable. With a mission for Healthy Heroes, our goal is to talk alternatives, talk personal preference, talk about success. What works for you isn't always going to work for others. We ask you to join us if any of these sound familiar. Do you run activity programs? Activities like art therapy, music therapy, animal assisted therapy, outdoor adventure programs, sports and fitness programs, gardening, and horticulture programs. These programs have been proven to reduce stress and anxiety, boost mood and increase serotonin levels, improve social skills, and reduce feelings of isolation while enhancing self esteem and creativity. They also provide a healthy outlet for emotional expression. What about a structured or heavily regimented program? These programs are designed to provide clear framework and routines that help individuals develop skills and stability in their mental health journey. Cognitive behavioral therapy, residential treatment programs, support groups with scheduled meetings, vocational training, and rehabilitation programs, or day treatment programs with partial hospitalization programs. Encourage accountability and regular participation. Help individuals establish daily routines for stability. They provide peer support and they reduce isolation. They also build life skills for long term recovery while focusing on measurable progress. This next one comes with its fair share of controversy. Safe, controlled psychedelic treatments. These treatments use psychedelic substances in a controlled environment under medical supervision to address mental health challenges. Psilocybin therapy, MDMA, ketamine therapy, LSD microdosing programs, in therapeutic or ceremonial settings. The benefits are vast, including allowing patients to process deep seated trauma.
Hello, world. My name is Z, or you can call me Mr. Z. I am a web developer, and I am also a consultant at Z World Webs. My one goal is to develop custom websites that are specifically catered to your organization's needs. I completely understand that building a website is an exhilarating, exciting, and significant step in connecting with your audience. Your organization has the potential to make a meaningful impact, whether it's supporting animal rights, advocating for equality, combating human trafficking, or honoring the brave individuals who have served our country. Your mission is too important to be held back by the challenges a website can present. And I am here to ensure that your website works for you, not against you. Whether it's maintaining, developing, or redeveloping a custom website that is specifically catered to your needs. And with that being said, I would be more than delighted to learn more about your organization and, of course, develop a website Z World is waiting for. Thank you.
Hey everybody, how's it going? My name is Zach Clayton, Community Pay It Forward, Community Dare to Care, and the PAC channels, and we are back on Footprints Forward. We're going to be talking quite a bit today about the the Mission for Healthy Heroes podcast, which is coming up in less than 2 weeks. That's our 22-hour effort at trying to find solutions for our veterans everywhere. We need your support. We are running very, very behind, one, and two, we have a lot of slots open. We have a lot of slots open for one, people who want to talk about what they do, two, concerns that they have, or three, programs that they run that can help people. Look, our mission is very simple here, okay? Every time you talk about something that you do or a concern that you have, you're going to make it be known to other people that you can support them, that you can help them. It's very simple to get involved. And there we go, the little QR code that just popped up on your screen right now. If you sign in to right there and you have a story to tell, look, our motto is very simple: never shut up. Don't ever shut up. If you've got something to say to people, if you've got something that's going to help people, we want to make sure that your story's being told. The more we talk, better the chances are that someone is going to hear it who needs to hear it. Okay. When I started this 22-hour program 4 years ago now, it was a very, very simple thing. We wanted to save one life, partly because we can't save the next until we save the first one. Do we know for sure if we've saved that first one? No. And we don't care if we know for sure if we saved that first one. You don't have to tell us, hey, you know what, you did. We heard you talking about something and it changed. I don't care about any of that. We want to make this like if you're at a grocery store and you hear somebody in front of you in the grocery store, behind you in the grocery store, talking about how, oh, remember, we've got this thing going on today. And if we need to make sure that and you click in your mind, oh, damn, that's right. We've got this going on. We need to make sure that we're, or, oh, geez, did you remember to do that? You hear other people talking and it'll make you really think about what's going on. And our goal is just to make sure, hey, Patricia, how are you? this is just a way that we can make sure that people know there are many, many ways to support out there. Okay? Look, what works for me is not going to work for you all the time. That's not a good thing. It's not a bad thing, but it's a thing. There's no terrible way. And that first spot that we played on the intro, in which I'll play it again here in a little bit, but it just talks about 4 different kinds of treatments for people. There are thousands of different kinds of treatments. Treatments that are in your state that we don't even mention, that we know nothing about. Here's the problem. If nobody knows anything about those organizations, if nobody knows that those organizations are there, we're doing a disservice to the people who need them. So our goal on the 22nd, the 22-hour podcast is very simple. We want to tell the story of these organizations. And for them to set up a time to come in and talk to us, the QR code right above us gives you a chance to, one, support our program, which we need your support. 2, tell your story. This isn't only about veterans. This is also about our first responders, our doctors, our law enforcement officers, our heroes. Hell, folks, I'm sorry. I consider teachers heroes because they put up with a lot of stuff right now. Right now, it's almost impossible to become a teacher. I've said this on my channel many a times, Packed, that you can find all over social media. That's little PACT, Podcasting for All Coming Together. Teachers, it's almost impossible to be a teacher anymore because we as parents are not allowing teachers to teach because we can't agree as adults. We can't agree what's worth teaching anymore. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. So we make it hard for teachers. But if you run a program that supports our heroes, community, country, whatever, this QR code is a place to go. Are you a hero? Are you dealing with something that people have had to deal with in the past? And it's touched your life and you've been through something that can help others, then we want to talk to you. We want to make sure that those organizations are being given the kudos that they deserve. One of my great friends, John Vogels, runs an organization called Martyred Angels, which deals with the loss, the PTSD families, in which John Vogels is one of our mission partners. You can support Martyred Angels simply by shopping with any of our partners. But John Vogels runs a program that he started after his son Bladen, at 3 years old, fell into a pond and drowned. John went to go try to find an organization to help Teresa, Raven, and himself through the pain, through the PTSD, through all the trials that they had to go through. He found none. No programs. So he started Martyred Angels. By the way, that's martyredangelsfoundation.org. Go on and listen, read the story. I'm telling you right now, you're going to have a tear in your eye. He started this program. And he started this program because there was nothing there to help him. So many of these organizations are out there for our heroes that we don't know about, that our heroes don't know about. Maybe the person you know that's struggling is not one who's going to sit in a kumbaya circle and sit there and open up and talk about their feelings. Maybe that's not their thing. That doesn't mean they don't want help. What that means is that they haven't found the right program for them. So they're going to continue to go without support because they haven't found that right program. Maybe if we can get them to sit there and listen to what we've got going on. Hey, Jeremy, how you doing, brother? It's good to see you. Maybe if we can get them to come on and talk to us and tell us about their organization, this is going to help that organization. It's going to help that organization. It's going to help that person find the treatment that they need. So important to do. Never shut up. Let's bring the attention to all these organizations that are out there that are trying to make the biggest difference for people. QR code, it's got a place in there for you to support our program. And by the way, let me talk about this, okay? Two of the organizations that we're trying to fund with any of the donations that you guys send us. One of them, very important to me. For the last couple of weeks, I've been off. I haven't been right. I've dealt with a lot of pain due to my head injury. Woe is me. Boo-hoo, whatever. I've dealt with my headaches. I dealt with it poorly. But I also was dealing with the diagnosis of death that my uncle went through. My Uncle Barry, look, he and I couldn't see eye to eye politically if we tried. We couldn't have come close. He was 750 miles away from, or no, 989 miles away from me in distance, and we were further away politically than even that. But that didn't change the fact that I love that man with every ounce of me. Every ounce of me was crushed last Monday, 1 week ago today, when I lost him. Thank you, Jeremy. And to honor him, one of the organizations that we're going to be supporting is going to help me out this Saturday. And we're going to record it and we're going to play it next Saturday. It's an organization called Veterans Honoring Veterans. And what they do, they give these statuettes. They're about 12 inches tall. And they're going to have Uncle Barry's Vietnam veteran information on there. It's going to talk about the years he was in there, that he was a sharpshooter, that he got a Purple Heart. All that's going to be mentioned in his statue. Bart is the gentleman who started Veterans Honoring Veterans. I love Bart with all my heart. Anybody who's ever talked to me knows about Bart. I love this little guy. I do. He first came to me when he was donating clothing for us to give to other people. And the clothes he was delivering to us were those of his wife that he had just lost recently. But he didn't want to give it to just anybody who wanted to give it to an organization that was truly trying to help people. He chose Community Dare to Care. He and I started talking and instantly hit it off. He is one of my very best friends in this world. VeteransHonoringVeterans.org. Please go and check it out. It is a wonderful organization. Right now they're in northern Colorado, folks. We need this more everywhere. So, but you guys can see what's going on, and who knows? To all you veterans out there who want to find a different way to make sure that your veterans do not feel forgotten, check this out. It's a wonderful, wonderful program. It's also a way to get veterans in your community working. They'll show you how. So we're going to be donating a portion of every donation to him. Another portion of all donations is going to go to a current service person who has a child who is disabled and wheelchair bound. They need right now their house. They have to take, and he has to physically lift his daughter, fold the wheelchair, put it inside the house, open up the wheelchair, and he has to drop his daughter back in the house. They need a wheelchair ramp and they need to widen the doors. This is not an inexpensive operation here, folks. And he needs this done. And this is someone who is currently serving our country. I am begging you to help me. Let's fund this together. And we can say the mission to help, the mission for Healthy Heroes built this door for this veteran. Let's get together and let's do this. If you can get to Colorado Springs and you are a carpenter, a licensed carpenter, you can, and you want to work with us and you're willing to give us a deal and you're willing to say, hey, you know what? If you guys can help me get the money back, put back in my account for the supplies, if you guys can work with me to make sure that this gets done, please reach out to me. Let's get this done for this individual. Again, he's serving our country. And yet every day he has to worry about, can my wife get my daughter in the house? What if my daughter's sick this day and she just can't pick up my daughter? They can't go anywhere because, these are limitations nobody should have to have. Let's work. Let's help this individual. So again, QR code up in the corner. Folks, that's the best way to get there. You'll see when you open up this QR code that one of the very, very first things is, do you run an organization that deals with the life of heroes? That's where you can go and you can see how you can still become part of helping us make this show impactful. This show is going to be ran a week from Saturday. Okay. And it's going to be ran where you're watching us now. It's going to be on there. It's going to end up shutting off on Facebook. It does every year, which just infuriates me. But you can always go to the PACT channel or at PACT for All on YouTube or Things Network. Our friends at Things Network has been part of this program the entire 4 years. Jeremy's going to have a very, very special show. I think it's probably going to be Jeremy and Adrian. I'm not positive on that, but Jeremy, Adrian, with a couple of their partners, a couple of their really good friends who are veterans, and they're going to have a discussion on the way things are sitting with the VA. This is a very delicate conversation, okay? I don't know if you've had to deal with the VA at all. My father, a veteran, deals with the VA, and I think I'd rather get kicked right square in the dinghy than have to deal with anything to do with the VA. It's not a lot of fun. Not a lot of fun at all. So here you go. I didn't want to announce the names until you said something. That's the whole reason I didn't announce the name. So, Tim and Scott, two great gentlemen, talking with Jeremy, and it's going to be a good show, and it's going to be impactful because you're talking to two veterans. And I'm going to tell you this: I had Scott with me the first year. And Scott talked about some of the trials and tribulations he went through mentally, and some of the difficulties he's had. So Scott's very open about what's going on, and I think this could be a very impactful show. Look, again, the VA, they do a lot. But the bureaucracy that they have to deal with, unfortunately, I'm going to be real here. It's bullshit. Jeremy, scan the QR code. The schedule's in there. You and I, hopefully, the time that you were talking about works for me. So if you want to set up that block, it works for me perfectly. So, but we can get it all set up. But maybe you and I can get together after this podcast, and maybe we can talk. Just let me know if that'll work for you. But again, you can schedule a time to come on and talk to us live by this podcast. But make sure that you join us on YouTube or Facebook if we're here. Yep, that'll work. Make sure you join us on YouTube, on Things Network or the PAC channel for at least 22 minutes on the 22nd. That's all we're asking you. Dedicate 22 minutes of that day. Dedicating 22 minutes every couple hours, that would probably be better. Make sure you're supporting us. Please share this information with everyone. Download this QR code and then share it out with everyone. Please, we need your support. More importantly, our heroes need this information. We lost, and this is just staggering to me. We lost more lives to suicide by police officers at a 3-to-1 ratio in the last couple of years. 2-to-1 ratio, this one to me is just insane. Dispatchers are taking their lives because they feel guilty about some of the stuff that they have to deal with. Somebody calls in, they know that they're getting in trouble. They're trying to get all the information when someone's being hysterical. The officers don't get there in time. The fire department doesn't get in there in time, and somebody loses their life. That's on that dispatcher to sit there and think, I could have done something else. You and I, folks, we need to stand up for them. We need to stand up for them and make sure that they understand, whoa, your job is difficult. You did the best you can do. This is a time when we truly need to start standing together and stop spitting piss and venom on everybody. There are people out there who need us to be there for them. So I'm asking you to please join our mission, support our cause, and be a part of the mission for Healthy Heroes. Hello, everyone. My name is Zach Clayton, and I need your help for an upcoming event called Mission for Healthy Heroes. This 4th year of our 22-hour podcast is happening on February 22nd, 2025, and is dedicated to tackling one of the most pressing issues facing our critical country and community heroes today: suicide prevention and mental health. We're bringing together experts, advocates, and individuals who live with experience to have an honest and impactful conversation about challenges our heroes face and how we as a community can help. For our communities, these tragedies often stem from complex factors like mental health challenges, including PTSD, depression, and substance abuse, family strain, and feelings of isolation when transitioning to civilian life, career stressors like financial instability or workplace difficulties, easy access to firearms during moments of crisis, and systemic barriers like the stigma around asking for help and gaps in support systems. This is a problem that needs us all, professionals, advocates, families, and communities working together to find solutions. That's why I'm reaching out to you. We're looking for guest speakers to join this important conversation. Whether you're a mental health professional who works with our heroes, family members or spouses who understand the challenges of this complex family lifestyle, advocates or nonprofit leaders supporting our heroes, researchers or policy experts working on systemic solutions, or a survivor who can share your personal story. We need to hear from you. Your voice and expertise could save lives by helping us shed the light on these issues and explore meaningful solutions. If you are interested in participating, know someone who should be part of this discussion, please reach out to me directly. You can use the information found right below me or by scanning this QR code. You can sponsor, you can volunteer, you can speak, and you can save lives. Because together we can create a powerful conversation that drives awareness and action. Let's honor our heroes by supporting them when they need us the most. Thank you for watching this short video, and thank you for caring about our hero community. Let's work together to make a real difference. I look forward to hearing from you soon. Thank you. Again, scan the QR code or use the information below, and let's make action count. I would like to ask you to support our mission for Healthy Heroes by rocking some amazing t-shirts and hoodies. Every purchase helps fund vital programs for our heroes, making a real difference in their lives. And here's the exciting part. You can become a sponsor and have your logo added to the merchandise. Imagine your business or organization being proudly represented on apparel worn by supporters everywhere while showing your commitment to our heroes. These are more than just shirts and hoodies, they're a statement of support. So grab yours today and join us in making an impact. To sponsor or order, visit www.community-payitforward.us/community-mission-for-healthy-heroes. Please help us build healthier tomorrows for our heroes today. I think it's so funny. I went through a little process that in the last couple of weeks trying to find a microphone that you could hear, and you could tell the difference in just those two videos alone. Okay, two different microphones. One was brand new. That last one was brand new, and you couldn't hear anything that came out of that. Best microphone I found at a pawn shop. This little pink thing. It's awesome. I love this guy. Yeah, whatever it is. It's a microphone. Hey, send a message to one of my partners, Jeremy York of Things Network. He's going to be joining me here in a couple minutes. I do want to take a real quick second, though, and let you know about what we are doing at Community Pay It Forward. One of the best ways you can support so many programs out there, like two of them I've already talked about, Martyred Angels or Veterans Honoring Veterans, is through the Community Pay It Forward program. And if you join the Community Pay It Forward program, or if you would like, you can support the Community Pay It Forward. Take two. If you would like to support us through the Community Pay It Forward program, you can scan this QR code and you can be part of our crowdfunding program. Okay. We're trying to do it as much as we can on our own because we need your help. We're looking to build, we're looking to grow, we're looking to be able to do our mission. And our mission is very simple, yet very difficult. Our mission is to help everyone. So please check us out. Go to the this QR code. It'll take you. It'll send you all the information. We got some great programs to share with people, including getting your logo or your family information on the back of the truck and trailer we're looking to buy. Getting your likeness all over the website or whatever else we need to do because we want to make sure that you are getting thanked for your support. Hello, Jeremy.
Good morning.
How you doing, my brother?
To be honest, I am really tired. I think I'm actually coming down with something.
Uh, that's that's not very good, man. I finally, after getting all the injections in the skull, I'm able to take and look at the computer screen without wanting to, um, scream. So the last couple of months have just been complete and total crap show for me. That's for sure. So
Yeah, when I woke up this morning, I just felt like crap. But I spent all day yesterday talking. I had 3 shows yesterday, and by the time I was done, I was done.
yeah, yeah. I I seem to think that I have this one program coming up where I'm going to be doing a lot of talking. So, and I put myself through this every year too. It's not like anybody makes me do it, you know. But
Yeah,
uh,
you do it by choice, but there's a reason why you do it by choice.
yeah, yeah. Well, and I keep telling people all the time, you know what? You help us raise that $1 million, and I'll shut up for the day. I won't shut up for very long, but I will shut up for the day. That's for sure. So, Jeremy, you guys have been a huge, huge part of this program. Things Network has been a very, very huge support system for everything that we've done. And I just want to take and publicly thank you for
Oh,
everything that you guys do.
no,
Suicide is something that affects all of us. And it doesn't really matter what type of a community you are. You guys are in the paranormal community. You guys are in a community that is very spiritual, very very different from what I do. Which is kind of funny because we're all intertied. But what are some of the reasons, Jeremy, that this is important to you?
well, first of all, my dad goes to the VA, and he has been very vocal about not being happy with how they do things. And it's much like any other insurance situation where they determine, no, you don't really need this. Yeah, I do.
Yeah,
Um, he went for the longest time at the VA where he would go to the VA hospital to see his doctor, but it's a televisit. So he's in Fort Wayne. His doctor is somewhere in Ohio, and she doesn't. At the time, it was like I want to say a 4, maybe 5 hour drive just to get to Fort Wayne. So he would see her on via Zoom or whatever, and he's just not happy about that. But wasn't happy about that. He has since gotten a new doctor. The VA had gotten rid of her, as I understand it, and he now has an actual doctor that he can see in person. Um, and even then, sometimes it's just not the best situation for him. Um, when he used to go see a chiropractor for his neck because he's got no ligaments in between his disc anymore. It's now all bone on bone on bone.
Yep. Degenerative disc.
Yep.
Yep.
So he was seeing a chiropractor. Then the VA decided, well, you don't need to see a chiropractor anymore.
Right.
Okay. Well, you don't have to live with the pain that he does.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's the one thing that drives me crazy about any insurance. And you just brought this up too. All these insurance companies have this tendency to take and they try to go through everything they can, every medication they can, every just go see a physical therapist, go do this, go do that, go do this. They want to go through all this stuff before they get to the root of the problem, one, or fix the problem. They want to take and they want to put you through hell so you give up and shut up.
Yeah.
And I've never ever kept this secret. When I broke my neck, 3 years of going to talk to people, them sending me through physical therapy, which was ripping the bone in my neck. 3 years
Yeah.
because they wanted to stretch it out. Well, all they were doing was more damage. I was I was mere centimeters away from being paralyzed because they were doing damage.
Yeah.
And it's because they wanted to run as many tests as they could before they could look. An insurance company, they don't make the billions of dollars they do by giving away money willy nilly. Okay, they don't. But
The whole thing about the entire industry, the insurance industry, has been on somewhat of an um, upheaval. Is that the right word?
oh yeah,
Um, ever since the Brian Thompson incident, um, I completely get where that guy was coming from. That Luigi, whatever. I completely get where he was coming from. I don't agree with his method,
yeah,
but I get it.
yeah, oh yeah, yeah,
I was pissed off at my workman's comp when they were denying this
yep,
and denying that and delaying this and I let him have it. I let him have it, and I told my dad for certain things that was popping up with him. Are you going to say something to your doctor about it? The doctor's not going to do anything. Well, how do you know if you don't say anything? I just know. And I even offered to go with him to some of these appointments, and it got to the point where he and I were getting into an argument because he's saying that I don't understand. That's fine, but I understand the insurance issues that are coming up and the worries that we have. But if you don't become that squeaky wheel, if you don't become the bitch, then nothing's going to get done. And that's what I had to do. I called the case manager at the time for my surgery. This was almost 3 years ago now.
yeah.
I bitched her out for 5 straight minutes. I wish I got an audio of it because I was so damn proud of myself afterwards. Um, and I told her, by the end of the day today, you will have that approval in his email. She didn't by the end of the day, but by 8 o'clock the next morning, she did.
Jeremy, there is nothing in this world that makes you feel more alone than an insurance company.
I know.
And I don't ever feel sorry for insurance companies. The individuals who have to sit there and who have to deal with the calls from people like you and I, I feel so sorry for them because they got to sit there and take the worst of abuse. I'm going to tell you, I have done my fair share of screaming. It's like, you know what? I am so sick and tired of being sick and tired. You know that old saying?
Oh,
It's I sit here and every day I wake up and I hurt. I'm in pain. And you're going to sit there and tell me, well, we want you to go back and do something that we've already tried before that didn't make any bit of difference, but we want you to try somebody else because maybe they're going to do something a little bit different. No, they're not. They're going to sit there, they're going to put you through the rigors, they're going to make you do all this other stuff. They ain't going to do a damn thing for me except for piss off the muscles and make things worse.
that actually, I actually went through something similar to that years ago, but before we even met. I had shoulder surgery, right? The
Yeah.
the the scar is right here.
Oh yeah.
So it turned out that I had a bicep that was in the process of detaching,
Yep.
very close to it. So the year before I was having an issue with it, I went to the doctor and he put me through physical therapy. It did okay. And then after a couple of months of not doing the therapy anymore, the problem came back up. I went back to the doctor. I was like, okay, I know the first thing you want to do is do physical therapy and all of that. That's probably what the insurance company wants you to do. I don't want that. I want an MRI to see what is going on with my arm. And he did not argue with me. He got me the MRI. When I had the next appointment, he said, you've got a bad tear.
Yeah.
You need to have surgery.
Well, Jeremy, you think about it. Last year, about this. Well, no. I guess it was about a year and a half ago now. It was in November when I had that surgery on my shoulder. They
I,
fought with me for over a year. You don't need look, surgery's going to hurt. You're going to have to do all this. And I'm like, guys, I'm already hurting. Finally, they gave in and they decided to do surgery. And this 20-minute procedure turned into an hour and a half surgery, reattaching, cutting, and
yeah.
putting together my shoulder. And the first thing they told my wife, the first thing they told Adrian was, it was a lot worse than we thought it was.
hmm
Huh. Well, maybe. And,
and the physical therapy could have made it worse
yeah,
because they're trying to
absolutely.
stretch it out.
Yeah, absolutely. Everything that you do. And like I said, Adrian just kind of sat there and went, huh. So when he was telling you he was in pain, he wasn't full of shit? No. Oh, I wasn't.
Here's the thing with the history of man, we are the tough guys. We tough it out. When we say we're in pain, damn it, you better listen to us.
Yeah. And look, there's always in which, yes, this is a problem with society in a whole. There's always going to be the guys who go out there and, you know what, uh I'm going to sue you because my coffee was hot. So there's always going to be people who are going to bitch about anything and everything.
That,
We've
that
seen it, and it ruins us for us all. So stop doing that stuff. you know but yeah, when someone
that's why you got the um, 30 different things on the coffee cup saying this coffee is hot. Well,
be,
no.
be warned, contents is hot. I really think though, Jeremy, it ought to follow with dumbass. I really do. I think it ought to, this is hot, stupid. you know
Well, you know the old saying that there are two things in life that's a guaranteed: death and taxes.
yeah.
And everybody generally adds in that third random thing. I like to add my own third random thing is the guarantees in life are death, taxes, and stupid people.
Yeah. Death, taxes, and someone's going to make life difficult for other people.
Yeah.
So
And of course, you know, not that I was stupid, but I do have a lawsuit of my own going on. You know all about that. But it's not from a result of me being stupid. It was a result of literally just being in the wrong place at the wrong time, and a lot of people were negligent. So there's validity behind what I've got. I know I was watching the names and seeing how that did not mesh too well with my green shirt.
Yeah.
It's but no, it's really really bad out there because the way that this country has been for the last who knows, they take better care of the illegal immigrants that come into our country than they do um, with the veterans that went out and fought wars and got horribly mangled coming back. They they don't take care of them. And how many homeless people, at least in the major cities, or the veterans in the major cities that are homeless, and nobody wants to help them out. And then, of course, you got the ones that came back from Vietnam. Those are the worst of the worst.
Yeah.
Because I remember a friend of mine back in high school. His dad was a Vietnam veteran, and he had the worst flashbacks. It was nothing for him to just be casually taking a nap on the couch, and all of a sudden he screams incoming and jumps off the couch down to the floor.
Well, again, 1 week ago today, I lost my Vietnam veteran uncle.
Yeah,
I lost him because of his service. He lost his battle to cancer because of Agent Orange, the exposure to Agent Orange. And, I mean,
also
it's,
had the
it's,
PSTD that came from it.
yeah, he was, look, I'll be honest, he was one of the bravest men I've ever met in my life. He was exactly like what we were talking about just a minute ago. He wasn't going to complain about anything. You asked him about his very difficult chemo. He was going to look at you and go, it's not that bad. I'm doing fine. You
Yeah.
could tell he was not doing fine. Again, folks, the purpose of the 22-hour podcast is to never shut up. Let's find these solutions, please. The QR code above Jeremy. All right. That is how you can get in there and help us find solutions for everyone. Because what works for me is not going to work for you. And we need to make sure that we are talking about all the solutions there are, because there are so many out there. But
Speaking of the QR code, I scanned it to try to sign up, but I couldn't find a thing to take a time slot.
let's see here.
There were packages on there.
Yeah, let's see here. The place for I got to share it to the screen here. Let's do this. Do that. The place for the calendar is right here. Schedule your appearance here.
I clicked on that. That wasn't a button.
It is not yet.
Yeah,
So it did not take. So I'll get that fixed as soon as I go off air here in a couple minutes. So, but right there is where you're going to eventually be able to sign up.
yeah.
So,
I thought that was supposed to be a button, but when I clicked on it, nothing happened. So
well, again, I will go on ahead and I'll get that fixed, and we'll take. But right there is where you are supposed to be able to, um, in theory, that's where you should go. So, but I will get that fixed by the end of the day. It will be up and running. But yeah, Jeremy, I did want to just take and make sure that you understand how much I appreciate
go ahead.
everything that Things Network has done to help us out. Um, it has been it has been more valuable. Some of the things that you and your team have offered to the program, just giving us, just giving us the stories that people deal with. We have some of the most powerful stories coming from your group, and it means the world to me. Plus, you allowing us to take over for 22 hours, taking over your program. I also want to thank you so very much for being part of the miracle of a community that cares. You know, this coming up year, hopefully that'll be even better. So we'll be able to take, and we're going to be able to work and make that program even better. So let's see, did it work this time? If you go there now, uh, I need to try to refresh it and see what happens. And it's still not doing it right. So I don't know what's going on here. I'm going to have to get that fixed. But
I built my own websites, and they're not necessarily the easiest thing to do either.
yeah, yeah. Well, this thing is this is a new program that it should be working, but you know, if everything worked like it should be working, then we wouldn't have nothing that didn't work right, I guess. So, but yeah, Jeremy, let's get together a little bit later on this afternoon. Let's talk about getting you, Tim, and Scott on, because I really would like to hear what you guys have to say. I know that my father, there's times that he goes to the VA and they send him out the door without doing the proper things. There was
Yeah.
one time that they did that, and the night, the just a couple hours later, he was in the hospital having a surgery.
I just sent a message out to Scott. He's good to go, and I've also sent a message out to Tim. Um, he doesn't look at his messages very much, so it may be a minute before he gets to his.
Yeah,
Um, thank
yeah,
you, Mark. Mark, watch this show when it's over. There's a lot of really important information. I don't know if you are a veteran or not, but we are doing a 22-hour podcast or marathon um, on Things Network and Zach's Community Pay It Forward. We are looking for people to hop on. It's the 22-hour podcast for veteran suicide awareness.
yeah. And again, this year it's not just veterans; it's hero. And I want to thank you, Mark, for doing that. Mark, if you would like to get involved, if you would like to find out what you can do to make a bigger difference, I appreciate you sharing. But you know what? If you got a YouTube channel, allowing us to use it on that Saturday, we need to make this happen. We need to get the word out. It, it's no longer good enough just to support. We need to do something. We need to work together to make sure the message is getting out there. Okay. So if you can be part of what we're doing, reach out to me. Again, the QR code above Jeremy. I know that we keep flip flopping screens, but that QR code above Jeremy, that's the best way. Hopefully, that's going to be the best way to get a hold of me. Actually, you can get a hold of me through there. I don't know how in the hell the scheduling is going to work, but hopefully it's going to work sometime throughout today. But yeah, Jeremy, let's get together later on today and let's talk about it.
Yeah, because I'm going to need you to put your channels onto my account
Yep,
so that
sounds good.
yeah.
Sounds good. All right. Thank you, Jeremy. Jeremy, the founder of Things Network. I appreciate it, everything that you do, and we will talk to you soon.
All right. Have a good day.
You too, brother. Bye. One last time before I get out of here, I do want to again make mention we are running a program to try to help us raise some money. Please help us because We need help to continue. Community Pay It Forward, look, we're offering support to so many people, but you can help us make a huge difference. Imagine a world where small acts of kindness create a ripple effect of support. A world where financial struggles never stand in the way of hope. That's the vision behind Community Pay It Forward. After a life changing motorcycle accident, I saw firsthand the devastating impact unexpected financial hardships can have on families. That's why I started Community Pay It Forward, to ensure that no one faces these challenges alone. Community Pay It Forward is more than just a single program. Through community impact and packed podcasting, people all coming together, we amplify the voices of those making a difference. And with Community Dare to Care, we provide essential goods like clothing, food, and school supplies to those who need it most, to the community, from the community, for the betterment of the community. With Community Pay It Forward, we support families, children, veterans, community projects, no matter where they are. We are not just providing assistance, but hope for a brighter future, not just for people in need, but for businesses that are out there struggling, trying to find a way. We have a plan, but we need your help to reach the next level. We're launching a crowdfunding campaign to raise $500,000. This will allow us to market the Community Pay It Forward program more effectively and to acquire a vehicle for delivering essential goods to families in need in our community, and enhance and strengthen our programs to serve even more people. And as a thank you for your generosity, we're offering special incentives for your contribution. As we tell people all the time, your donation, big or small, will help. It'll create lasting impact on our community. Join us in building a future where generosity and compassion lead the way. Visit our website today, communitypayitforward.us, or scan the QR code above and donate today. Together, we can pay it forward, because no one needs to go it alone when we all come together. Hello, my name is Zach Clayton with Community Pay It Forward, Community Dare to Care, and the PAC channels. I'd like to take a real quick minute to tell you why we have created a mission for healthy heroes. First responders are our everyday heroes, rushing towards danger when others step away. But behind the bravery lies a silent struggle with mental health. Research shows that 85% of first responders experience mental health challenges, like depression and PTSD. These conditions are significantly more common amongst them than in the general population. Did you know that 35% of police officers and up to 24% of 911 dispatchers live with PTSD? And tragically, first responders are more likely to die by suicide than in the line of duty. In 2017 alone, 103 firefighters and 140 police officers died by suicide. In comparison, 93 firefighters and 129 officers were killed in the line of duty. These numbers are heartbreaking, and they highlight the urgent need for mental health support. Yet many remain reluctant to seek help due to the stigma, concerns about confidentiality, and fear of career consequences. Mental health matters. Support our first responders. Together, we can make a difference. Join us on February 22nd for a mission for healthy heroes. Visit communitypayitforward.us/mission for healthy heroes, or use the QR code above to become a sponsor today. My name is Zach Clayton, and I hope you join us. Thank you. I did something. I did something. I don't know if it's good or not, but I think it is. You look here, you go to schedule your appearance, and you click on that. Ta-da! Yay! I think I fixed it. So the calendar is now working, and even better yet, because I got the calendar working, you cannot see my face. Man, that's bright. Anyway, the QR code above is now fully functional, folks. You can schedule your time, so please get on there. Schedule your time, schedule your appearance. My time, however, is up for today. I want to thank Jeremy for joining me. I always love it when I get to talk to him. He's really one of my best friends. I also want to thank Mark. I want to thank Kate. I want to thank my beautiful wife, Adrian, Jeremy, of course, and Patricia. I want to thank you all for participating in the chat. And I ask you all, please join me again next week and join me again on Wednesday night on the PAC channels. People podcasting for all coming together. Channel on YouTube, Facebook, or LinkedIn. Yeah, that LinkedIn thing. I'm also on LinkedIn. Or you can go to communitypayitforward.us. Again, that's communitypayitforward.us. Go to the podcasting and you can watch us live right there. Take a look around while you're watching because there's a lot of stuff on there. You can support Community Pay It Forward by liking and subscribing to all of our social medias and helping us spread the word. Look, folks, our goal is easy. Our goal is easy to say, hard to do, but possible. We want to help everyone, and you can be a part of our goal. So please join us, because if you're not helping someone, you're hurting everyone. No one needs to go it alone when we all come together. Thank you very much. Please, if you've got extra hoodies that you're not wearing, if you got extra shirts or socks, shoes that are still in good shape, throw them in your vehicle. Make sure that you hand them out to people who are suffering in the community with the elements. You make a little bit of extra food for you and your family, throw it in the old hillbilly Tupperware. Take it, zap it in the microwave, and hand it to somebody in your community who needs help. Helping people does not always have to do with money. It has to do with caring. Little bit of thought goes a long way. Something that means nothing to you can mean everything to someone else. Please, let's work together. Let's help each other, because you know what? We're all we got. My name is Zach Clayton, Community Pay It Forward, Community Dare to Care, and the PAC channels. Thank you for joining me this week. I will see you next week right here on Footprints Forward.